what was last week in the trajectory of Barstool?
It was crazy. It was 14 years of Dave Portnoy putting all his hard work into one big moment. And as you know, we have a rabid fan base.
Yep.
Kind of put all of our chips in the middle, said, hey, everyone support us. And they support us all the time.
Yeah.
And they really did this week or last week at the Comedy Central.
And it was like a perfect storm for Portnoy, El Prez, those of you that Stoolies know, but those of you that might not know, and I don't know who's left on that list, but between New England being there, and he's a Boston guy, between the commissioner saying you guys couldn't be in the media center, and then what happens with the game, I mean, everything pointed towards you guys having the week you had. Was there a moment, a thing that sticks out where you're just like, man, this is kind of maybe more than I thought it was going to be?
Yeah, I'd say, the second that Goodell was asked about us during his State of the Union press conference that he does every year, and they said, hey, why'd you ban Barstool? And he had to, talk about us, even though he said that he didn't know who we were, which that's a lie between us.
And then 24 hours later, Pat McAfee retires from the NFL and joins us.
Yeah. Honestly, the best thing that could have happened that week was us getting banned by the NFL. And during such a slow Super Bowl week, it was perfect timing, and I think we took advantage of it pretty well.
Bad boy life.
Bad boy, yeah. You wouldn't know anything about that.
No, I wouldn't. I'm a middle-aged man in the suburbs.
Just sit on your set and show you about bad boy life.
What's your female demo at home? What's up?
We do all right in the same demo. We were head-to-head last week, and I mean, we did okay. But I'm glad you guys did well.
I don't know how to read charts, so
I don't.
I'll take you for your word.
I'm not a math
Listen,
guy.
there's plenty of room for everyone to eat, and as you guys know, I'm big fans of what you do. And we had these conversations privately, and they're not necessarily for public consumption, but in vague terms, now what? Now that you have done this, you've gone from being a little thing to something that's a real thing. What do you do now?
Just keep pushing. I mean, you know how it is. Every single day you have to wake up and say, how am I going to entertain people? How am I going to make people laugh? And that never stops. So even if you have a little success last week, so what have you done for me lately? I still get my own coffee. I still eat too much ice cream, get my stomach
This guy
hurts.
still gives his own name at Starbucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Coffee.
So I'm
he's
not a star. It hasn't changed
people,
me.
the way I look at it is we're already 5 weeks behind, right?
Yeah, right.
So
exactly.
I'm on to the next one.
Football guys.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, again, the perfect storm, Portnoy, Boston, the Patriots, they win the Super Bowl. We have it's B-roll, it's a TV term. Did you guys learn that last week?
No, we don't know any of these terms.
It's just,
we barely speak English.
Here's, it's video, B-roll is just video of the Patriots parade. There's Gronk, said he didn't know that, he said his fans wanted him to party, so he partied.
I think he just showed up. He didn't know there was a parade going on.
Yeah. This is just a regular Tuesday for Gronk.
Yeah.
No, how about this, right in your face? Right in your face.
Ooh.
I brought the dad back, so Tom Brady's kid, you probably owe me a little money.
I'd like to see.
I feel like Brady's kid though is just he's on a duck boat in the middle of Boston, just letting you have it.
You can tell that's
bit.
a quarterback's son, by the way. Like the flair he was putting into it. I want to see a nice blue collar
Like
dad.
Chris Sims.
All right, how about football guy starting to chant?
No days off. To a bunch of people who took the day off.
While he's himself taking the day off.
Yes. I bet you Belichick watched film tonight.
Snuck in some film.
Yeah, he got some film.
But imagine right now, everyone's like, hold on. Bill wants us to cheer something. I don't know. Hold on. They're so shocked that he's still doing it.
Still doing it. He's going to keep fighting. I love it. And the 5 days behind, or 5 weeks behind, that's a football guy through and through.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's actually upset that he won the Super Bowl.
Who's the white whale? You've had a ton of big time people. You guys, Stanford Steve was at the party last week. Said it was just all the athletes.
I met Tony Romo's hat.
Yeah.
Really? He was there?
The famous hat with no brand.
Can you prove he was there?
I can. He wouldn't take a picture with me. You knew that. You set me up. That's what they call a setup.
Pictures didn't happen. Why didn't they say? No, but you've had a huge list of guests, and it's been wildly successful. Who's like the white whale? Who's the guy?
Right here.
Coach O.
Coach O.
Gonna go
Can we
eat
get
some gumbo. Go Tigers.
Pleasure joining you, gentlemen.
Gonna get the boys play a little football down south.
He would 100%.
Oh, come on. J.J. Watt, though, is the real answer. And we'll get him. We'll get him eventually.
You think?
It might be a Celtic pride situation. We're going to have to just kidnap him. Allegedly.
It's going to be a legal situation for us if we do get him on. But we'll see. You know what? I'm going to neg JJ, right? JJ, we don't even watch you on the show anymore.
Actually, you know what? You'd probably be a bad interview. No.
Hey, JJ, stick to the view.
The line has been drawn in the sand. All right, so one of the main reasons you came up here is not to do this. I mean, you guys were on last week at midnight. I mean, what's the big deal being on here? You wanted to see the cafeteria.
Oh, I've been wanting to see this cafeteria for a very long time. I like to eat.
There we go, right, just to the finger.
Taste test, yeah.
How was that?
If you eat while you're standing up, you don't have to pay for it. Just a little tip for everyone out there.
True?
Yeah, we took internal possession of several pieces of candy. Don't have to pay for those.
Yeah.
No. And did it live up to your dreams?
It did.
Oh, we have a yes and a no.
It didn't because, okay, number one, there's no alcohol selection. So that's
Not yet.
That's a bit rude of the higher ups. I thought this was a professional organization.
Yeah. No, I thought it did. Obviously, it was off hours. There was a couple of stations that weren't fully stocked, but I could see what's going on a regular day, and I like how it looks.
He got a croissant.
Yeah,
You didn't even eat it.
well, you know,
That's a
just a
diva
little
move.
breakfast, getting started early.
That's why we call him Diva Dan. He
Yeah.
only eats French food now.
That's right.
But
I don't even know how to.
and for
I
the
don't know how
record,
to
Comedy Central one time, and he can't control this guy.
a croissant, by the way, is how you pronounce it.
I'm sorry. I struggle with that, but I just want to make sure you let them know that it's not on Portnoy. You're getting no bill for that. That was courtesy of your boy.
It was courtesy of you. I
least-
tried to put it on Portnoy's card.
It was
so
the least
I
we could do.
appreciate that.
Listen. I said it this summer when I did the podcast, and I'll say it here for a different audience. What you guys from Portnoy on down, what you guys do daily is funny. You guys churn out content which is constantly. It's in its own space, but it's a challenge to do what you guys do. And I tip my cap. I do it on Twitter. I'll do it here because I'm fans of what you do, and I think it's fantastic.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it. And you know what, Scott? Right back at you. I don't care what people say about you, but you're pretty funny yourself.
Yeah, and here, we have a special parting gift for you. You can have this. This
okay.
This is Mike
Great.
Wazowski.
There we go.
A giant animal with an eye on it.
And here, Dan Patrick gave me this.
There we go.
It's,
That's going straight to the pawn
There
shop.
you go. 15 years. And
Perfect.
you can have that. You can
well,
take
Okay,
that
you
on
can
down the
smuggle all
road.
sorts of stuff inside this guy.
PFT, Big Cat, Barstool Sports. Pardon my take. It's the podcast. Is it the most popular podcast in the world?
It is. You're going to be
Yes.
on it tomorrow, so tune in.
Thanks for watching. If you want more great content, be sure to subscribe to ESPN's YouTube channel so you'll always stay up to date on all things SVP, which sounds awesome. You don't want to miss out.